It's morphin' time!
Pterodactyl! Hi there, this is Tatya with Rangers of Wrestling, bringing your AEW all-out review. But I'm not here alone. I am joined by a very special guest. If you guys don't know him, some of you guys may know him, some of you guys may not know him. He's for Michael Chow TV. He's the host that runs the West Coast. Hollywood, Michael Chow. How did you like your introduction, Michael?
It was fantastic. Hello. Thank you so much for having me on. I'm so happy to review in SmackDown and NXT with Adam Cole and Daniel Bryan. Yes.
Wrong show, Michael. Wrong show. You want to introduce yourself for people who don't know you?
Yeah. Hello. I am Hollywood Mach Chow. I am with the YouTube channel Mach Chow TV, and you may need to take the lead on this show because you told me we were talking about Daniel Bryan and Adam Cole, so I thought this would be an NXT and SmackDown review. This is embarrassing. Oh, jeez. Are you sure? Really? AEW?
Yes, AEW. Okay, so first of all, AEW All Out kicked off with the TNT Championship match. It was Miro versus Eddie Kingston. I'm going to probably get stuff thrown at me for saying this, but I kind of thought this match was not a good way to start off the match. It didn't do much for me. Although I will say Miro with that low blow victory, definitely the storyline is going to get extended. Probably, Eddie Kingston being from New York, this match is probably going to go on to the Arthur Ashe Stadium where Eddie Kingston will probably take the TNT title off of Miro. What were your thoughts on this from what you heard or saw?
I thought it was pretty good. I liked how they focused on, they say that Miro's weak point is the neck, so he really did focus on that. And I thought majority it was a pretty good match, and I do think that there's a rematch in the future with how it all went down. I really like that Miro, though. It reminds me a lot of that Rusev guy from WWE. There are a lot of comparisons with WWE with this show. I gotta tell you, I like AEW. It reminds me a lot of WWE.
You're gonna get thrown at you for saying that.
Well, as long as Vince still sends me the checks, sorry, I do have to, yeah.
All right. So then after that, we had Kojima versus Jon Moxley. I actually really like this match. I like Kojima. I don't want to say I became a fan, but I actually thought Kojima was pretty cool. I watched him on Impact Wrestling, so I knew a little bit about him beforehand. And of course, Jon Moxley did pick up the win. At the end of this match, Miro Suzuki, I'm not sure if I'm accurately pronouncing his name, and people are going to throw stuff at me, but I don't know who that guy was. Miro Suzuki, who came out at the end of the Jon Moxley match. So, but overall, I like the match. I just don't know who that guy was. What about you?
I thought it was okay because I gotta be completely honest. I don't watch a lot of New Japan, and I don't watch a lot of the Japanese style, so it's a little bit different to me. But other than that, I liked it. I thought Jon Moxley does a lot of good matches with these cross promotions, and the guy who appeared at the end, I think Jon Moxley had a match with him in Japan before it was either during AEW or before he went to AEW. So this is essentially kind of a rematch that they had from months ago, or even last year, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know who he is. I'm sorry. And people are probably going to throw stuff at me for saying that, but it's the truth. I don't know who he is. So next, Next we had the women's title match. It was Dr. Britt Baker, D.M.D. versus Kris Statlander. One spot that I did notice was when Kris Statlander had Britt Baker in the spider crab lock and her neck dented. Oof.
That looked pretty bad. I hope she's okay. And that kind of played into the end of the match, right?
Yeah, definitely. Of course, as we all know, Dr. Britt Baker, D.M.D. was victorious. I like this match. What were your thoughts on this match?
I thought it was good. I thought she went up against the right person to make her look good. And looks like Kris Statlander is no longer undefeated. And I think, Britt Baker's championship reign has kind of been a little bit rocky. She's kind of had some trouble with the opponents she's been given. But with a match like that, a great match like that, I think they're slowly getting on the right path. They just need to pick the right opponents for Britt Baker, and kind of they really need to decide on whether or not they want Britt Baker to be a heel or a babyface. I don't think this tweener thing is kind of working for this character. They really need to decide on whether or not they want to go full on babyface or heel with the character. So yeah.
I'm bringing back the old hashtag, Michael. Hashtag Michael Chow Creative. So
you gotta go. You gotta go. Hashtag Michael Chow Creative.
All right. So how would hashtag Michael Chow Creative book Dr. Britt Baker?
Well, I can. We'll get into that later on when we do the women's battle royale, because okay. I have a suggestion, but I don't want to ruin the winner of the women's battle royale later. So yeah, okay. I'll tell you later though. Remind me later though. But
okay, I will remind you. So next we had my favorite match of the night. It was a steel cage match for the AEW World Tag Titles. It was the Young Bucks versus my favorite tag team, the Lucha Brothers, who I've met, by the way. They're super nice. I've met them. If you're interested in me seeing the Lucha Brothers, make sure you watch my vlog. It was vlog number 2. I met them back in May. So, 2 spots. There was 2 low blows. The Young Bucks gave the Lucha Brothers low blows. And then my favorite spot, actually one of my favorite spots, was when Matt Jackson and Penta had Nick and Matt Jackson had Phoenix. And they both did the package pile driver, on them. And then of course my second favorite spot was when Rey Fenix jumped from the top of the steel cage. This match had everything. If you've seen that SpongeBob meme when he's biting his fingernails, that was me this whole entire time. This match was amazing. It had all. This was definitely my favorite match of the night. I don't care what anybody says. I like this match better than the main event. And you asked me, what were your thoughts on this match?
I thought it was really good. It's my favorite match of the night too. I like both these tag teams, but I think it was the right time for Young Bucks to give up those titles. The spots were good, and I like that they broke up the spots during important spots. It wasn't like a whole bunch of pin break getting broken up over and over and over again. It got broken up when it mattered. The spot where the Young Bucks took out the shoes and it was the tax with the shoes. Yeah, that was pretty brutal. At first, I didn't know what was going on. I thought those shoes had like diamond studs on the bottom. So when they super kick someone, it could have worked either way, because they're always talking about how the Young Bucks spend so much money on their suits and their costumes and their shoes. So I'm like, oh my gosh, is that an Air Jordans with diamonds all over the bottom? Because if you super kick someone with diamonds on it, it's still gonna hurt. But yeah, the tax, yeah. It was good. It was great at the end to see Lucha Brothers to get the win finally, and see them celebrate with their families. That was a really great moment. The right person won. It's
definitely.
Honestly,
Definitely. I have to agree with you. I would have been so disappointed. I probably would have thrown myself at my TV screen if the Lucha Brothers would have lost this match after all that back and forth. The Lucha Brothers definitely needed to win this match. And I am so happy that they won the match. You honestly, like, I was jumping for joy. You know, I don't know does my voice sound like it's hoarse? Because I was screaming and yelling all night. Like I said, I have nothing more to say on this match. This match was freaking fantastic, amazing. My favorite match of the night.
I need to get on your level too of that amount of excitement. I thought the match was great. See?
Oh my god. Okay.
Great match.
So next,
I thought the match was over after they did the spot with the shoes and the tax. After, what was it? Penta sacrificed himself and took the kick first. I thought, well, it's over. And then Phoenix.
I know. So many false finishes. But
yeah.
So after this, we had the Women's Casino Battle Royal.
Yep.
I think we were all expecting Ruby Soho, formerly Ruby Riott of the WWE, to be the Joker. And she was. And she came out to Rancid's Ruby Soho, Destination Unknown, Ruby Soho. Yes, I was singing from home. I was, okay. So, what were your thoughts on her debuting in this match and her winning the Women's Battle Royal?
Part where Michael Chow Creative comes into play. To be completely honest, because I had talked earlier about how Britt Baker, they need to establish her as a babyface or a heel. So to be completely honest, I wanted Jade Cargill to win because that would be a great opponent for Britt Baker. Her versus Jade Cargill, in the way that, I think she's still undefeated, right? Has she been defeated yet?
No, she's still undefeated. But the thing with Jade Cargill, I feel like it's too soon. You need to have Britt Baker. She's been champion since May, right? Since she won at Double or Nothing. I feel like it's too soon for her to face off with Jade. I feel like in person, for me, the way I would do it is I would have Britt run through the division and then have her be cocky and arrogant, saying that she's defeated everybody and that there's no one left. And that's when you bring in Jade Cargill.
Yeah. See,
that's how I would do it, though.
That's good. That's Hila creative. See, running wild. Good.
I like Michael Chow creative better.
Nah, okay. Tie. Yeah, we'll call it a tie. But anyways, see, my issue with this in AEW is I feel like their casino battle royales are starting to not matter, because the last one they did was with Jungle Boy, right? And he challenged and he lost. And I honestly don't think that Ruby Soho is going to win against Britt Baker. So I feel like they're going to start using these. They need to start making the casino battle royales matter. You know what I mean? They need to start making a big deal.
Don't let the marks say you say that.
Well, no, okay.
They're going to throw things at you.
I think they would understand too, because I think that Jungle Boy versus Kenny Omega could have been.
Yeah, that was a good match.
But I think it could have been a bigger deal than it could have been. You know what I mean? So I don't think that Ruby Soho is going to win. But if they do, they should really book this match like it's a really big match. Otherwise, if Ruby Soho is just another casino battle royale winner who just honestly loses to as kind of just as a TV match, these casino battle royals will mean as much as the Andre the Giant battle royals, which I don't think they want. So yeah. So start making the battle royales matter. Then I don't think we'll have this issue. So yeah,
I like your take. Honestly, that's the first time I've ever heard that before. I haven't heard anybody complain about how the Casino Battle Royal winners keep losing their title matches. Kind of like, and it's a good comparison, kind of to the Andre Memorial Battle Royal winners, how they don't even get that push after winning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they start doing it now with that one. The Money in the Bank winners, sometimes it's not guaranteed winners anymore. So.
Yeah, definitely. So excellent take. I really appreciate that, Michael. Yeah. So next we had MJF versus Chris Jericho. If Chris Jericho lost, he could never wrestle in an AEW ring. MJF with the ultimate heel move coming out to Chris Jericho's old entrance with the clock. My God.
I think he should
on this.
He should have gone all the way, because I know that Chris Jericho had a match in Japan where he actually did all of the entrances from all of his gimmicks. Like he did the Y2J thing. He did the Jericho list thing. So I think that MJF should have gone all the way. He should have done the countdown. He should have came out with a list. He should have done everything. I don't know, have him come out in the fedora with the black eyes and everything. Yeah, he should have been like, this is the last match, and I'm totally gonna spoof Jericho in this. So yeah, other than that, I thought the match was pretty good. I'm not a big fan of the whole foot on the rope, the match is over and we're restarting the match, because it's probably because my mind has always been poisoned by WWE. They make it seem like no, because in WWE, and I'm sorry because
somehow the referee never sees it.
I know, it's so weird. It's like I love it how Jericho's foot was on the rope, like even after the match is over, because he can't take the foot off the rope. Otherwise, when the referee comes out and says his foot is on the rope, she's gonna be like, "Well, it's not off the rope now." She never looks back. It's so weird. It's happening in the background. She never looks back. I think what they should have done is, and I know he doesn't like appearing on TV. I think Tony Khan should have been the one to go out there, not the referee. Because it would have been great if Tony Khan had come out there and honestly and be like, listen, this is Jericho's last match. This is the end of his career, and I don't want it to end like that. So have him go up to Justin Roberts and say, restart the match. And yeah, that would have been perfectly fine.
Michael 10159 says, Michael Chow TV, some of our minds are poisoned by WWE LOL. He also says, this show was a 10 out of 10. Perfect show from top to bottom, aside from Paul Wright and QT.
Oh, we'll talk about that later, but yeah. No, I can honestly say here, I'll say this, and Datila, you should know this, all right? The wrestling community can sometimes be the best thing in the whole world. It could also be the most awful thing in the whole world.
Yes, definitely. I agree.
Exactly.
We've been in the wrestling community. You and I have been a part of the wrestling community since 2016, I believe, right?
I think so. I think that's how we met. So honestly, wrestling brings people together, but it could also divide us as well. And I can honestly say that, even though I'm team WWE, and only because I've watched it most of my life, because I feel like I've watched it almost close to 25 years.
God damn!
I know, shows my age, but the thing is, I respect everyone's opinion. Just because if someone says AEW is great, then I respect your opinion. And honestly, I actually liked AEW this pay-per-view better than SummerSlam. So there you go.
I was at SummerSlam, okay? I like SummerSlam.
I know you were at SummerSlam, but can you honestly say, was SummerSlam better than this show? No,
but I still had fun. I still had fun at SummerSlam, okay?
Exactly. You can have fun at a WWE event, but you could still say, AEW is better. That's why I'm sorry for taking time out from the review. I just want to say that people can like everything. You know what I mean? People can like wrestling. It doesn't have to be people like AEW, people like WWE. Let's just say you love like wrestling. Absolutely.
You can like everything.
I love wrestling. I love Power Rangers, henceforth.
Me too.
Rangers of wrestling.
Yeah. All right. So next, we had a match that I did not see. It was QT Marshall versus The Big Show. I mean, Paul Wight. Sorry. What happened, Steinhardt?
Call him Captain Insano, but the Giants.
I didn't see this match. I didn't. But from what I heard, Paul Wight won this match. So I'm assuming this was a quick squash match. I literally went downstairs to move my car. I came back. The match was over. Did you catch this match, by the way?
Yeah, so I told you before the show, I kind of had the show playing in the background because I was editing some YouTube videos. I kind of saw this, and honestly, this should not have been a long match. They did the right thing, but honestly, I think
Michael 101-591 says bathroom break match. Steve Callahan says this match was bleh.
Yeah, bathroom break, nacho break. This wasn't needed on the card. Can I just say this? They were planning on doing the casino battle royale on the buy-in. It's the only reason why it's on the card is because the Andrade and Neville match, or Pac. Sorry, they had to scrap the match for whatever reasons is wrong with Pac, and so I felt like
travel restrictions.
Well, that's what they say, but sure. Yeah. But I feel like this match should have been on the buy-in. Nothing honestly, against Paul Wight. Yeah,
they should have switched it. This match should have been on the buy-in, and then Jurassic Express match should have been on the main card. I don't know if that match was any good though, because I didn't see it. But
to be completely honest, the length of this match, what they did, it didn't even need to be on the pay-per-view. They could have just put this on Dynamite or Rampage. You know what I mean? They're advertising matches for next week. What they got? Malachi Black versus
Michael 101-591 says that match should have been on the buy-in, or they should have saved it for AEW Dark. Yeah, definitely. This match was. Hey, we all need a bathroom break, so that's what this match was there for.
I'll tell you, the wrong person won. I'm sorry. I have nothing but respect for the legends, but they should be putting people over, not winning. And it didn't kind of make any sense when QT Marshall's coming out here with an entourage, the factory, and he still loses. You know what I mean? It's. By the way, where's Anthony Ogogo? Is he like back in England? Is he not coming back?
Is he done? I think so. Maybe. I think he is in England. I don't know. I'm just rambling.
I think they're saving it. Yeah. I think Anthony Ogogo is going to maybe, because I feel like they're going to do a rematch. I don't think this is going to be the end. They're going to do another rematch with Paul Wight and QT Marshall. I think Anthony Ogogo is going to come in here. And because we got to have the battle of the knockout punches, right? Mm-hmm. That's something they're going to want to do. They're going to want to do knockout punch versus knockout punch.
The swear show says, let's go. He did not show up. James Ellsworth did not show up swear show. Yes, definitely amazing show. A swear show says, hi, Michael.
Hello.
So next we had, I think, one of the most anticipated matches on the card. It was CM Punk versus Darby Allin, and CM Punk's first match back in 7 long years. Chicago went crazy.
I know. CM Punk. I felt so bad. I felt so bad he wasn't in the main event again.
Oh, it wouldn't be the first time he's not in the main event.
I know, that was a joke. Sorry.
Yes, definitely. So, what did you think of his performance? Did you think he had ring rust? I mean, obviously, I knew CM Punk was going to win this. I did not think they were going to make him lose in his first match back. So, Darby Allin still looked good. And at the end, the show of respect by them shaking their hands and then Sting coming out and shaking CM Punk's hand. So what were your thoughts on this?
I thought it was a good match. It didn't go horribly wrong. Like, there wasn't any major spots in here where you're like, oh my gosh, this returning legend should really not have come back. It started out slow, which it should have been. I think a lot of people wanted this to go crazy because it is Darby Allin. They were probably expecting something more. But I thought the match was good for a guy who's been out of the game for, 6 years, 7 years?
7.
Yeah, so it was good. It was the right winner won. There was a moment after the match where I thought CM Punk was going to turn heel.
Me too. I thought you thought great minds think alike.
Because the thing is, okay, so I'm not going to spoil the end, but there is a lot of contenders for the World Championship title right now. How does CM Punk fit in here, right? So if he were to go heel, I think that's a good direction for him to go. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. Where does he go next after this? I don't know, but I guess we'll see.
All right, so Michael 101591 says Punk did show some rigmarole, but as the match progressed, he was great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
I saw an interview that CM Punk did. People have been asking him, has he been training since he's been gone? And CM Punk says that he has not been training since he's been gone. He only recently started training again. So, it's like riding a bike again. So it's he's going to have ring rust. I mean, look at Christian. Christian's doing great at his age. And I think him and I think he might be older than CM Punk by a couple of years. But if Christian can, go at that level, I'm sure it's going to CM Punk will be back to where he was. I mean, look at Sting. Holy shit. Yeah. Sorry for cursing.
It's okay. We're past the 10-minute mark.
Okay, good.
So the main event, of course, we had Kenny Omega versus Christian Cage for the AEW World Title. I thought this was a good match, very good main event, but it's not the main event that everybody was talking about. It was the ending that had everybody talking about.
It wasn't the main event I was expecting because I thought I had seen somewhere it's supposed to be Kenny Omega versus Diamond Dallas Page, right?
I mean Hangman Adam Page.
No, I mean WWE Total Divas Page. No? Soraya Page? No? God. So many people with the last name Page. Ethan Page?
And Cage.
Page and Page. There you go.
Swarshow bought that up, actually. He said there's so many ages.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, of course, we all knew Kenny Omega was going to be victorious. I mean, come on now. Really?
Yeah.
Really? Come on. We all knew that. But talk about the debuts. Adam Cole, baby, debuting at the end of the match, aligning himself with the Elite. Holy cow. And not only did Adam Cole debut, it was also the debut of Bryan Danielson. Bryan freaking Danielson.
Who's that?
Daniel Bryan.
Oh, my goodness. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God. So, I was... Okay, Daniel Bryan... he was rumored to be there, so like I wasn't surprised. I was surprised, but Adam Cole, baby, I was not expecting Adam Cole because I honestly thought they were gonna wait to debut Adam Cole. I didn't think they were gonna debut Adam Cole the same night as Daniel Bryan, but they did it. So I was totally shocked, and I'm interested to see. I was marking out so much, especially with Adam Cole. Like, oh my God, I think. I was just so shocked. I was not expecting Adam Cole. I honestly was more shocked about Adam Cole than I was about Bryan Danielson because, like I said, Bryan Danielson was rumored to debut at All Out, and I feel like the surprise was kind of spoiled. But nobody said anything about Adam Cole. There were people that were like, "Oh, maybe he might debut." Nah, I don't. They were going like, "Nah, Adam Cole won't debut," and he did. So to me, Adam Cole, baby, I'm sorry for people if you guys want to throw stuff at me, but Adam Cole's debut was probably much more shocking than Bryan Danielson's, just because Bryan Danielson's was sort of spoiled for us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, honestly, so I had thought they would save Bryan Danielson for Rampage because you want to leave something for the show after the pay-per-view. And I thought it would have been better for them to concentrate just on CM Punk. They are in Chicago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I thought they should have just focused a little bit just on CM Punk, right? And they'll leave Bryan Danielson for maybe Rampage or Dynamite the week afterwards.
See, Steve Cat answers, we knew Bryan was coming. Yeah. No, I thought Bryan Danielson was gonna debut at that Arthur Ashe show.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought that too. But yeah, see, even Steve says, yeah, Adam Cole shocked me. Yeah, definitely, especially because he didn't come out to his old Ring of Honor theme. By I got something for you. So I was like, who is this? When the lights went out, I was like, oh my god, it's Bryan Danielson. But when it wasn't, I was like, oh my god, Adam Cole. It was freaking Adam Cole.
I don't think a lot of people were expecting Adam Cole because he was literally just on NXT a couple of weeks ago. Because what I think happened is his contract with WWE ended months ago, and he only agreed to an extension up until TakeOver just a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't surprise me at all if when he agreed to do the contract extension that he said, all right, but if I'll work until TakeOver because I really don't need to do this anymore. But if I work until TakeOver, you better put a clause in there that there is no 90-day compete clause. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty sure he put that in his extension contract that he would be able to work for whoever he wanted as soon as he left. So
yeah, definitely. But there was kind of a part of me that was like, okay, maybe Adam Cole's gonna, re-sign with the WWE. But I was just like, okay, maybe he might go to AEW, but
if you've seen Karrion Kross, he made the right call. All right.
yeah.
I mean, I had a feeling he was going to AEW. Yeah.
To be honest, like, I feel like if the whole NXT rebrand wasn't happening, I honestly feel like he probably would have stayed on NXT. Like, that's what I think.
I think so too.
If the re-happening.
I mean,
go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, go ahead and finish.
So I was gonna say, yeah, I think the reason why he left is because he knew that they wanted him on the main roster, and with all the rebranding on NXT, he was like, I'm just gonna get out. But I honestly do think that if NXT hadn't gotten rebranded and he wasn't gonna go on the main roster, he probably definitely would have stayed on NXT.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
what I
feel. And in the comments section, I totally agree with Steve. Callan? I'm sorry. I'm butchering the name. Callahan. Thank you. Yeah, why would Adam Cole re-sign with WWE? I mean, his girlfriend is in AEW. They can match the money that he's probably making in WWE. And it's just like a certain, you know that if you go to AEW, they'll use you. Tony Khan is a guy who cares. Vince, dude, you can't trust him at all. All these rumors going around that he met with Vince and that Vince likes Adam Cole. That doesn't mean anything. Vince McMahon can say, oh, this guy is great. He's so big, right? Nope. It doesn't matter if you're big. Look at Karrion Kross. I can't get over this. Look at what they've done to Karrion Kross. Okay? Vince only treats these people like expendable money signs. He doesn't care. He doesn't. And I'm a WWE guy, and I'm bashing Vince, but it's true. Vince doesn't care for what the superstar that you are. He only cares about what you can do for his company. That's it. That's all he cares about.
Honestly, I feel like if Vince McMahon doesn't like you and you prove yourself, you're better off. Because that's what happened with AJ Styles. He didn't really like or care for AJ Styles until AJ Styles proved himself. Yeah.
But you know what? As I was watching this, I was like, oh my gosh, within 1 month, we got CM Punk, Daniel Bryan. I'm going to say the Daniel Bryan thing because it's going to impact what I'm saying. In 1 month, we got CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, and Adam Cole. Dude, holy. I'm like, oh my gosh. It's I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.
Your name is Michael Chow TV, baby.
Yeah. But yeah, and I'm from the Bay Area in California. So
I know you're from the Bay Area.
Yeah. So yeah, it's it's the type of thing where it's like whenever I hear that someone from WWE gets released, I feel bad? Yes, but I don't feel that bad because now they could just go to AEW or Impact. So yeah. And I think Tila got called out of the room, so I'll just go ahead and talk about that main event. So, chat room, what did you think about that main event? I personally believe there's too many people in the Elite. Adding another member in Adam Cole, it may be a little bit too much unless they're going somewhere. But it looks like they're now going with Bryan Danielson as the next contender for Kenny Omega's belt. So I don't know. Maybe Adam Cole might just feud with. Who do you want to see Adam Cole feud against in AEW? Should he go straight for CM Punk? I don't know. So where can we go next? Where can we go next with all of these superstars? Let's see here. We need someone for CM Punk. Who can we go with CM Punk? See, I would had like CM Punk. I think CM Punk possibly might go up against MJF next because I really hope they stop with this whole Jericho thing. Because we know that Jericho's going to leave for his tour with Fozzy, right? I hope they just stop it right here. That Jericho has... Yeah. So I was just talking about how a whole bunch of these superstars can go next. And I'm saying that I think MJF would be a good opponent for Punk next. Because I really hope they stop this feud because I know that Jericho's leaving on tour next. And he won his match, so we know that he's not going to retire to the commentary table. But this feud has gone on for way too long. What can they do left? You know?
Yeah. So Swearshow says, that Jericho MJF is.
Yeah.
Steve Callahan says Cole versus Hangman Page. Ooh, I could definitely see that. I definitely plan to go to Full Gear, so hopefully, hopefully.
Yeah, there you go. By the way, whatever happened to Hangman Page? Is he just?
Oh,
was that just
his wife. His wife is having a baby.
Oh,
so
okay.
He has to be written out. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Definitely. What were you talking about? Sorry.
We were talking about the main event. So that had happened. I brought up the fact that basically AEW that you know what, screw WWE. Whenever they make their releases, their superstars can literally just go anywhere now. So they can go to Impact, they can go to AEW. Before it was pretty much if you get released, you're kind of screwed, right? There's nowhere else to go. Mm-hmm. Right? WWE has always been as the big, company around here. But dude, AEW has grown so much within 2 years. If you would have told me 2 years ago when AEW had debuted Dynamite that we would have Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, and Adam Cole in 2 years, it would have blew my mind.
Yeah. Steve Callahan says Cole versus Punk.
Yeah, that'd be good. Did they ever face each other in ROH?
I don't know. I don't know about that. ROH. But I will say this, like oh crap, I lost my train of thought again. I was gonna say something, but I lost my train of thought.
We were talking about what was it? Cole versus Punk? Steve Callahan just said Cole versus Punk.
No, it wasn't Cole versus Punk. Oh, there you go. I remember. It was about MJF. So you know what I thought it was gonna happen before Punk debuted on the Last Dance on Rampage? I thought MJF was gonna pull the ultimate heel move and come out to Cole's personality just as CM Punk.
Yeah, that would have been good.
Imagine
I thought so too.
The heel move. That would have been the ultimate heel heat. That's for sure. All right. So before we go on rambling, I think we've talked about everything, right? All the matches beginning to end, the big debuts. You got anything to plug or promote as we get ready to wrap things up?
Yeah, just pretty much my YouTube channel. It's under my name in there, minus the Bebe. It's Michael Chow TV. You guys, it's all one word, because if you type it, my friends type it separately, and it goes to a whole bunch of Michael Chows. There's so many Michael Chows on YouTube. It's crazy. So yeah, if you type Michael Chow TV, all one word, it'll go to my YouTube channel. I do movie reviews. I do TV show reviews. I do unboxings. I'm going to be doing wrestling in the for and Datila, I'll have you on. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like Old Time 6, of course. Yeah.
Old times. Hey, for those of you guys who don't know, you guys probably don't. We forgot to review the show. Oh my god. We forgot. to rate the show. We'll rate it right now. Okay. I saw the chat. I'll rate it. But for those of you who don't know, Michael and I actually would do a show together back in the day. It wasn't on YouTube. It was on Spreaker.
Yeah, that's true.
On Spreaker. Way back in the day, there was only 6 of us. Michael would do prize giveaways. That's why I have those posters in the back, because I won those on the show. I had 1 in 4 chance of winning, because there was so many.
I know. It's because I had just started. There weren't that many people entering, but yeah. You've won 2 of them, right? I think you're one of my most winners.
Yeah, I was the one who won the most. Yeah, that was way back in the day, 2016.
I know. AEW wasn't even around. So
I know. All right. What would as you tell me what you rate the show while I go let my dog in, because she keeps crying.
Sure.
So rate the show, and when I come back, I'll give a rating on a scale of 1 to 10 and 1 to 5. 1 to 10 and 1 to 5. Okay. So as I
As I stall for time while Datila deals with her dog, chat room, let me hear these scores right now. What you think of AEW tonight? 5 out of 5 apparently, and 10 out of 10. So I would give this show, honestly, I would give it a 5 out of 5 and a 10 out of 10 because honestly, I can't find a lot much wrong with this show. Probably one of the low points, honestly, was I just felt like that Paul Wight and QT Marshall match should not have been on the show, but it wasn't a bad match where you're like, this match is awful. Big Show has no reason to be in the ring, and this was absolutely bad. It was a match that should not have been on the show, but it was an okay match. It was a short match, so they were smart on timing the match for it to be short, but it shouldn't have been on the match. So I give this a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10 for the great wrestling. Fairly amount of the right winners won, and for the surprises at the end with Adam Cole and Bryan Danielson. So yeah, 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10 for me.
And I am back, and I'm better than ever. No,
Whoa.
No, just kidding. So Steve Callahan gives it 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10. Michael 101591, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 5 out of 5. So many 5 out of 5s, 10 out of 10s. Like, people are saying this was a perfect 10.
Hey!
Pun intended. I might give it a Rose Montana high 10 and a Rose Montana high 5. Definitely agree. Perfect pay-per-view all around. Were there little things that they could have been better? I feel like the pacing, I feel like the match order kind of could have been switched around a little bit. You know, that's just my personal opinion. But aside from that, perfect pay-per-view. Great pay-per-view.
When we think about what was probably the worst part of this pay-per-view, which was probably Paul Wight versus QT Marshall, it's really not that bad. The match shouldn't have been on the card, but it wasn't the worst match. It was short. You know, it was fine. When you're comparing this to SummerSlam, where we had a superstar literally bitch slap a doll around, you're like, well,
Don't remind me.
Comparing to that show where someone literally beat up a doll, okay, yeah, 10 out of 10, 5 out of 5 for me.
Yeah. So now that we're officially done, I'm sorry. You got anything else to plug or promote, or that was?
No, that's pretty much it. Come check out my YouTube channel once again at Michael Chow TV. I'm also running a prize giveaway right now, which I know you already entered.
Of course.
The deadline is what's today? Oh my gosh, the deadline is tomorrow. So all you have to do is go on my channel, comment any of the videos, and put hashtag MCTVXPGA, and you'll be automatically entered for 3 prize giveaways.
No, don't do that, people. Let me win. Don't do that, people.
Okay.
I want to win.
Well, you can't win all 3. It's 1 entry per person. But yeah, go check it out. I did a review that came out today about Shang-Chi. Wonderful movie. Did you see it yet?
No, I haven't. And I
it's
have
really
to definitely
good.
Check out your review. I love your reviews.
Thank you.
I've watched your Fast Time review, obviously. Come on. Suicide Squad review I watched.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Of course. You know, I love your reviews, Michael. Love them.
And we could probably plug our Power Rangers show that we did. I know it's pretty late, but it was like, what, last week that we did it?
Yeah, my most view. You know something? You know what's funny? I know we're swerving off topic here, but it's okay. We're part of the Swerve Show. So, it's funny because that stream got my most views ever. My most views it got higher than my wrestling reviews. That's crazy.
Nice.
But I don't.
Well, it was on Power Rangers Day, right? It was like National Power Rangers?
National Power Rangers Day. I don't know if... I think I just got lucky because I had my stream ready to go. I had my thumbnails. I had the keywords, and it was National Power Rangers Day. I think that all played a factor. I don't know how much more... I don't know. Next time I stream about Power Rangers, Michael, I don't know how many views I'll get. But it'd definitely be interesting to see those views compared to the stream on Power Rangers Day. My highest stream to date.
It was good. It was a good show. I mean, I was a guest. I literally watched several hours of Power Rangers.
Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. It was good watching those shows again. So, yeah.
Yes. Alrighty, then. Well, that's all that we have for today. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Thank you guys, everybody who keeps tuning into my live streams. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And I might see you tomorrow. And I'll probably see you guys tomorrow after Monday Night Raw. I don't know if Michael here will join me, but we'll definitely got to see about that. So have a great night, you guys. And bye.
See ya.